Hey guys, so today I've got the Google Home AC1200 dual band Wi-Fi 4-pack. This is their Mesh Wi-Fi. I bought it from Costco. I think it was for 4 of them, $2.99. I think that's like the going price, seems to be. And bought it from Costco just because I like their return policy, and I figured if it doesn't work out, then I can always return it and get something that will. So it comes in this weird box. It's one of those things you grab the cardboard and give it to the lady. And so it looks like it comes with a 3-pack and then a single. So if you're buying the 4-pack at Google or at at Costco, you're getting actually a 3-pack and then a single, and they are both AC model number AC1304 and model number AC1304. So they're all the same. It's just how they package them to get you a 4-pack. Let's see what's actually in this thing. I'll just go ahead and open up one here, and my hope is that these things are as simple as can be and they just work. I've looked at some of the faster mesh networking system setups, and they I mean, there's just all kinds of problems with firmware and all this stuff, and I didn't look too much into these, but they just seem to be easier from the few reviews that I did look at. And Costco had them. They were right there on the shelf. I actually had the, Netgear Ruby, whatever, however you pronounce those. Like the 3000, AC 3000. It's much faster, but I had those in my hands. They were like $100 more for 3, and I put them back when I saw these because I didn't want to spend an extra $100. Don't know if I really need speed. I just need reliability, and so yeah, these went out. Costco, you can return anything, so ready to give them a try. All right. And so with all the Google boxes, you get this really nice box. It's got this foam on the inside, super heavy cardboard. You get this little device. Looks like it should spin or something. It's got like a button here and a little like groove, which probably like lights up or something. I don't know. And then you have 2 Ethernet jacks ports in the back, and then a USB-C port. It's nice that they have USB-C on these. And so the jacks, one's got a globe, so I guess that goes to the internet, and then one has like 2 arrows. So I don't know if that's you chain them together, or if this one is for like plugging other stuff into. Hopefully, since I do have some cable boxes, I'll be able to just plug my cable box into that and get faster internet, faster networking. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. So, so that's what you get. You get this little plastic thing, and then a card, a quick start card. Looks like 2 steps. Plug in your Wi-Fi point, connect it to a modem with Ethernet cable, download the Google Wi-Fi app, and set up. So super easy 2-step process. This looks like it's the cords. So you get Ethernet cord, nice flat cable, and then this USB-C power cord. So very nice. That's the small case. Let's go ahead and just open up this big case, see what's in that, see how that's different. looks a lot like the small box, only it's a big box. It's got a little sleeve you pull out. And then same type of deal here. Looks like the lid pops up. And instead of one, we've got three. So it's pretty much packaged the same exact way. There's just three in the box instead of one in the box. And then underneath this plastic thing, you get three quick start cards. That's funny. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. You just get two. And then three of these packages of, oh, okay. So you get one plug, one charger. That's what's kind of different, is you get, it looks like only one Ethernet cable comes in the 3-pack, and then 3 plugs. So in total, for the 4-pack, you only get 2 Ethernet cables. It's probably fine for use, or it's definitely fine for my use case. So, but that's all you get. So hopefully it's super easy to set up. So the next part of this video will be setting these things up. Alright, so I've got my first Google Home device. This is the one that I'm going to connect up to my modem that's coming into the house. So the instructions basically just say, step 1, connect it to your modem and connect it to the power. Step 2, use the Google Wi-Fi app. I've installed the Google Wi-Fi app. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what it does. So there's 2 network jacks on here, Ethernet jacks. The one with the globe, I believe, is for the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that one, or connects to your modem, right? Your internet modem, where your internet comes into your house, the modem from that, right? So I have some type of FiOS, I think. Alright, so I got that plugged in. I'll go ahead and plug the power in. USB-C, which is really nice. And yep, that is a light. So the light comes on. And I'll just shove this stuff back here. I got a lot of wires. This is my family room TV with all the wires behind it. So I'll just put it back here next to the speaker. Alright, and so it's blinking, presumably wanting me to turn on the... So we'll go ahead and bring up the app. And it says, let's get Google Wi-Fi set up. Use of Google Wi-Fi is covered by the Google Terms of Service, blah, blah, blah. So I'll press getting started down here. So it's going to find my Google Wi-Fi device. Location access is needed to find your Google Wi-Fi during setup. We'll say OK to that. Allow it to access this device location. Sure. It's looking for my device. It found my device. Alright, so it wants me to scan the QR code on the bottom. So on the bottom there's this little QR code, and so I will hit scan code, allow it to take pictures, and it got it. Got the code. Connecting the Wi-Fi point. Alright, so it connected to it. So where is the Wi-Fi point? It wants to know if it's in the attic, if it's in backyard, basement, bathroom, bedroom, den. It says this will help identify it later, which it probably will, right? So this is in my family room. And I'll click next. My name, network name, so this is just the the name that is going to be broadcast. Password, I will go ahead and set that up. So now it's saying Google Wi-Fi is powered by cloud services. Turn on cloud services to let Google Wi-Fi store and analyze additional data from your network. This data is used to optimize your Wi-Fi and enable features like real-time network insights, mesh connectivity, and more. You can update this section. Blah, blah. I'll just turn it on. Alright, so it's creating my Wi-Fi network. Saving my Wi-Fi settings. Behind the scenes, you can kind of see this thing, little glow to the Wi-Fi router, like it's thinking. It's got a personality. So it's making sure everything is in order. Alright, so now it says, do you got any more Wi-Fi points? How many more? So I bought a 4-pack, so I have 3 more. And then I will press next. So it's activating mesh network. Alright, so place your next Wi-Fi point. Additional points work best if they are no more than 2 rooms away. Also, try putting them in an open space. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the next device and plug it in. Alright, so I got my second Wi-Fi device here. And so this one, I'm just going to plug in just the power, because I think it just communicates with the other wirelessly. So I plug that in. It's got its little light that comes on, and my app says, let's see, my app says to place your next Wi-Fi point. Put them in open spaces, no more than 2 rooms away. So I'll say okay, next. So plug it in. Once you find a good spot, plug in the power adapter provided. Where is your Wi-Fi hotspot? This one is in my, said family room. This one's like, I'll say living room. Next. So it's looking for the device. It's found it. Now it wants me to scan the code on the back of it. So I will scan this code. It got the code. And now it's trying to connect. It's trying to connect, add in Wi-Fi point, expanding the Wi-Fi network. Says it's making good progress. Okay, finalizing your home Wi-Fi. Make sure everything is in order. Alright, now we can test the Wi-Fi point. Let's test the connection between your Wi-Fi points. Test now. everything looks good. All right, this Wi-Fi point is ready to go. All right, hit next. Activate in mesh network. All right, place your next Wi-Fi point. Additional points work best if there are no more than 2 rooms. All right, so we just repeat this. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat this for the next 2, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, so went through the other three network hub mesh nodes, I guess, and now I'm back to this screen. It says almost done, but first let's review your network. So it shows me my network name, password, the nodes that I've set up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes in there. I'll go ahead and press next. Get email updates about your Wi-Fi network. Receive updates and analytics about your network, plus product announcements and occasional offers related to Google Wi-Fi. Sure, it sounds great. Since installing the latest software, over the next 6 to 10 minutes, the latest Google Wi-Fi software will be installed. We'll send you a notification when it's done. That's cool. So it's updating itself. So all of this is super painless, or it's been super painless, no pain, which is why I opted for this. I just figured it sounded like some of the other systems came along with a little bit of pain. So it's downloading, good stuff coming your way. So we'll let that download, and then we'll see what comes up next, okay? So when you get done with the setup, what you end up getting is this, you get 3 screens, you get 4 screens really. So you get like a home screen that gives you notifications about like updates. So here it's saying everything looks good. Your Google Wi-Fi just got better, so it installed updates. You're all set up, just notifications about things that are going on your network. I imagine if there was errors, maybe they'd show up here as well. Then you have this like globe here that you can select, and it just shows your network, right? And so I have 18 devices connected. One thing you'll notice, I have 18 devices. Before, when I was setting up the network, I had 1 device connected. What had happened is I had spelled my network name in lowercase instead of uppercase, like my old network was. And so all my devices were bound to that uppercase nut network. Just make sure you have the case. It's case sensitive for the network name. If you want all of your devices to just connect up like they should. So it shows you here like internet. I can select, and it's showing me my current usage, all results for the past 30 days. It's been a little while since I actually set this up. I've had this going for a few days now. Shows you your average upload, your average download, speed. You can go to usage, and it's giving you like real-time usage for both download and upload, so you can kind of see how much data you're actually using. Then you can even switch. So that's real time. I can look at like 1 day. So for the day, I've used 8 gigs down, 1.7 gigs up. And then I can come in here, you pass 7 days. You can kind of just see what days you've been using a lot of data, and I don't know, kind of diagnose things. See where you're using your data, if you're paying per gig or something like that. So that's internet. You can look at Wi-Fi points, and so it's actually showing you all of your points here, and you can then look at each one. You can control the brightness of the light on that point. You can restart it, remove it, and then it gives you basically just the status, the IP address, all that kind of stuff, right? But then up here, there's these little dots, and you can come up here and oh no, you can send feedback. The little arrow here, you can actually rename those things, right? So you can come in here and give it give it a different name, tell it where it's actually at, and then save, right? So, so that's kind of cool. And so let's see. So under the Wi-Fi points, you have this little gear here where it shows you the Wi-Fi points. You can click on that gear, and it tells me that I am up to date on my software. Gives me the ability to restart my network. I can factory reset my Wi-Fi points, and then it allows me to look at each one or add new points, right? And so if I look at this, it basically just brings me back to those pages for each point. So so there's that. Again, send help and feedback. And so then I can come back, and so that was the Wi-Fi points, right? And so then I can look at devices, and I can actually see, what kind of devices are on this network. You can look at it real time, past 7 days. Again, so I'll look at like real time, the devices that are on here, and you can kind of just see what devices are connecting to my network. And if you look at like over a time period, so this is 7 days, so I can look at past 7 days, and you can see what devices are using the bulk of my data. And so my laptop is using the bulk of my data. Family room display, so we're streaming like Netflix and stuff. My Pixel phone, and then like our little our speakers, our little Google Home speakers, we stream music to them. Fire Stick, yeah. So you can kind of see what is actually using data, what's using all the data on your network, right? So that's kind of cool. And then yeah, show MAC addresses. I haven't really looked at that. And so that's this little tree it gives you, shows you your mesh network and all the nodes within it, right? So then you go over here, and it has shortcuts and settings. And so within this, you can do like a network check. And so you can test your internet, and it will go out and test download speed. It gives you a nice little graphic to look at with little animation while it's doing it. So that's going to town, blah, 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 blah. Basically it just comes back and tells you your speed, right? But then you can come in, you can test the mesh, and it'll test the connection to Wi-Fi points, and it scores them, right? So that's kind of cool. And again, different little animation that it does. Takes a few minutes to run through each of these, so I'll just kind of skip all of them. Test Wi-Fi. So this is testing the Wi-Fi to all connected devices. Now I found this to be the most interesting because it showed me what the speed was from the mesh network to my devices, right? And so then I could, like, say I have a TV in the corner of a room, I could adjust that. And so this is, testing my Echo device, right? Now it's testing my family room speaker. And so I can move the speaker closer to the mesh network, or further, move the mesh network closer to certain devices just to make sure that I have a good connection. So that was kind of cool. It allowed me to do that really easily. I didn't really need any fine tuning. The mesh network just seemed to work great all over my house. So I've got about 3,500 square feet, and I'm happy with my coverage. I haven't found any dead spots, right? Which is good. All right, so you got those tests that you can do on the network check, right? And then they have this priority device. And so say you're playing games and you don't want anything to lag. So you can come in here and you can say, select a device, my laptop, and you can give that device an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. So I thought that was kind of cool. I haven't really needed that yet, but maybe if I'm working on a deadline or if I'm playing some really cool online game and I don't want lag, or maybe the TV is buffering too much because my computer's trying to download all the bandwidth. So yeah, priority device. You can get your password from this menu, and then you can see some family. You can see your family setups. So I'll show you that down here. They have this family Wi-Fi. So under settings, they have network in general, which is basically just shows you your points, network, password, all the advanced stuff that you probably don't even need to look at ever. Then they have family Wi-Fi, guest Wi-Fi, and home control. I don't have any home control stuff on this, on my Google network. Guest Wi-Fi, nah, not really worried about setting that up. Family Wi-Fi I was kind of curious with, so I went into that. And I set up a network for my son. And I connected his device to it. But it's cool because it allows you to put devices on certain family networks, and then you can pause those devices, end pause. You can set up schedules for the devices, so you can create a schedule and say set up a bedtime, set up homework, create your own. So you can set up schedules where Wi-Fi is off for those devices. So well, my son's 4 years old now, and he doesn't really, he's not addicted at this point to screen time. I don't feel that I need to set up a schedule. I can, which is cool. It's nice to have that option for me. So I'm going to say not now. And you can block sites. So that was the other thing. It adds Google Safe Search. So it blocks millions of sexually explicit websites. And so I've got that turned on. So, you don't have any surprise. Well, I wouldn't say any, but you have less surprises of content streaming to your family devices. So that's always a good thing, right? So overall, I'm super happy, super stoked with how easy this was to set up. Its updates just kind of ran automatically. Everything worked. I didn't have any problems, which usually for technology like this, setting up a Wi-Fi router, there's always something that doesn't work. You get an error. Something just doesn't work sometimes. They do have this menu that pops out and where you can set up new Wi-Fi points and then get care, help. It's basically the same thing that you see up in the corner of some of these other menus, right? You get these triple dots and you can send help and send feedback. So the menus are a little scattered throughout the app, but it's nice that it comes with an app. You don't have to go to some random IP address, always having to pull out the instructions on your router, or like factory reset. You just bring up the app and you can access everything whenever you want. And apparently you can access this from afar, so you don't have to be on your network to see this. I haven't tried that out yet, but that's what I've been told, and everything else works, so this probably works as well. So I hope this video is helpful for you. If you have any other questions, anything you'd like me to try on my Google Home network, my Google Mesh network, go ahead and leave the questions in the comments section, and I'll get to them down there. Thanks for watching. Bye.